Noobs have taken over Town Hall 16. There is an attack that is so powerful that even a noob like me can do it. And if I can do it, then definitely you can do it. So easy to 3-star with this attack. Let's show you how it's done. So currently we are at 5,678 trophies with this army right here, which is 2 wizards, 10 root riders, 10 valks, 2 headhunters, a warden's apprentice, and then with our spells we're going to have the 1 overgrowth spell, and my overgrowth spell is only level 1. So you don't even have to have a max overgrowth spell for this attack to work. 2 skelly spells, 5 freezes, and then we're going to have a rage, and then we're going to bring a rage in our CC along with a poison spell. You're typically going to be using a siege barracks, and then you can have whatever else it is that you want. You can have a Yeti and an E-Titan, which is what I use. You can bring more Root Riders if that's what you want. But in Legend League, it's crazy. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous how powerful this attack is. I've never gotten the number of triples that I'm getting with this specific army. We did have 1 miss, and the one thing that I'm disappointed in is I have not had a perfect day yet. But we had 1 miss today, but the rest of them were 3 stars. And then yesterday, we had all 3 stars except for 2. One of them was a 99%, which I was so mad about, but it is what it is. But let's go ahead and show you a few attacks. Now, while I may be a noob, the attacks that I'm going to show you are definitely from the pros, guys who are not noobs. So let's show you how this attack works and how you can use it to be 3-starring every single base that you come across. So first attack is going to be coming at us from Zane, and you're going to see him use these Skelly spells. You can use them in the beginning. The purpose, of course, is to distract, but you're going to be putting your Root Riders down on either side. And again, this is such a simple attack. This is why I say that even noobs can do it. So you're going to be funneling everything into the center, doing that with your Root Riders on one side, Root Riders on the other, and then, of course, the Valks are going to clear out any trash buildings. You're going to literally just dump everything else out right there in the middle. Your Root Riders, you're going to be dumping the rest of your Valks. You're going to be dumping a Siege Machine. You're going to be dumping your heroes, the Warden's Apprentice. Just puke it all out right there in the middle. Now, I am using the Healing Tome on the Warden, and that's because my Healing Tome is max. On the last attack that we're going to show you, the attacker does not use the Healing Tome, instead uses the Rage Vial, which is a little bit different perspective on it, and also uses a little bit different troop comp. So we'll show you how that goes. But once your troops reach a certain point, then you're going to use the Overgrowth spell, typically on the Town Hall and all of the defenses that are around it. That way, your Root Riders are going to go around that area, and then your heroes, your Queen, and then your RC are going to come in and just mop up everything that's around it. Once the Overgrowth spell goes down, then that's where you save your extra freezes for the Town Hall. If you overgrowth a monolith, for example, then you may want to go ahead and freeze that monolith. But let's go ahead and show you the second attack to give you an additional idea of just a little bit different base and how you can use this attack to 3-star every attack that you do as well. Second attack coming at us from another non-noob in Moo. Moo has some amazing attacks, but hey, this army is so easy to use, and at 3 stars with such a consistent rate, why not use it? Just using 1 Root Rider on each side along with a Valk, and again, that's just to clean out the sides so that your heroes don't go around the base. You want to make sure that everything goes up the middle of the base. You're going to dump your Root Riders, dump the rest of your Valks, your heroes, your Warden's Apprentice, all of that followed up with your Siege Barracks and your Warden. Also, Moo is using the Healing Tome as well with this attack. Going to use that tome pretty quick. You want to make sure that you're catching all of your army in that tome as much as possible, because you want them to last as long as possible. Also using an early rage to get you through a big cluster of defenses that are there in the beginning. And then you're going to use your freezes sparingly, but also making sure that your Root Riders don't die quickly. So you're going to be using them on things like the Ricochet Cannon, of course, single target Infernos, the Monolith. If that's left up, if you don't catch it inside your Overgrowth spell like Moo did here. And then you want to save a few freezes, because you're going to have things like this. Whenever the Overgrowth spell finally goes down, you're going to want to make sure that that Monolith doesn't take out your troops one by one. And then also the Town Hall. So the Town Hall is obviously a very powerful defense. And once that overgrowth spell goes down, then you're going to want some freezes to be able to take care of that town hall and make sure that it doesn't do a ton of damage to your troops. But Root Riders paired with the overgrowth spell, it 3 stars a majority of the time. Is something that I'm using in Legend League and using to great success. Definitely use it. This last attack takes an interesting perspective, a little bit different rework on this specific attack. So let's show you how it works to kind of give you a few different ideas about the specific attack. And our last attack coming at us from Cake. Now, the one thing that's interesting about this base, and of course we're using the Root Rider, something else that's interesting is he's using Super Barbs in order to funnel rather than using Valks. Either will work, but with this base, because the Town Hall's all the way here on the other side, there's definitely the potential to get a 1-star just in case something goes awry. So rather than come at this base from the far side, Cake is deciding to come at it from the side of the base rather than from the end of the base. So if you see a base where you're like, there's a chance we're in CWL, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get this or not, because in this case it's basically either a 1-star or a 3-star, then you might want to come at it from the side. And also interesting, he does not use the overgrowth spell on the town hall area. Instead, he decides to overgrowth this entire area, which gives him some protection so that his Root Riders and his heroes can work on the defenses that are around that are not doing as much damage to his troops. Now, his RC is down here working on the town hall. There's not many defenses down here, which is the reason why he did decide to overgrowth this area instead. And then, of course, he's using his freezes, just like the other attacks that we've seen, to target those big defenses like the scatter shots and the ricochet cannon and single target infernos and the warden statue. But again, Root Riders, overgrowth spell, absolutely OP if you're not using it. Supercell will be nerfing this in some way, or base builders will figure out some way to defend against it, but it's definitely an attack that you should be using, especially if a noob like myself can 3-star with it so consistently. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Make sure you share with your clan mates using this attack strategy. Until our next video, my name is Dipdog20. I'll see you then.